Summit Asia 2021. It gives us immense pleasure to bring together a large part of APAC community to explore the use of speech recognition and voice AI for achieving a better customer's experience and customer journey. VoiceTech Summit Asia is the first B2B platform to discuss the use of voice technology in industries like banking, BPO, e-commerce, and many more. As your host for this event, I hope you are as excited as we are to discover the huge potential of voice AI in today's generation. Without further delay, let me allow you to firstly introduce our sponsors, partners, speakers, and delegates from all across Asia who truly made this event possible. First off, we would like to thank the Platinum partners for this event, starting with Core AI, our Platinum sponsors. We would also thank Vernacular AI, also our Platinum partner for this event. A big thank you to our Gold sponsors as well. We promise you that we learn something new as we shall make sure this event a very successful. The first opening keynote presentation of the event will be our Platinum sponsors Core AI. The title, A Delightful Customer Experience with AI for First Voice, Digital Interaction and Automation. Your presenters for this session are Mr. Srinivas Unnamatala, who is the Executive Vice President, Asia, Pacific and Japan at Core AI, along with Mr. Rajvardhan Nalluri, the Executive Vice President, Engineering at Core AI. We would like to thank Core AI again for the support and partnership for making this event come live. Core AI is one of the top players in voice AI globally. Guys, please do check their booth after the session is over. Now, gentlemen, the stage is yours. Wonderful presentation. To know more about Core.ai products, or if you have any questions for our speakers, please meet them at the network.
Hey, good morning, everyone. It's an absolutely pleasure to be with you, and thank you for attending this event. And I wish you a warm welcome. I'm based out of Tokyo. I'm Srini Unnamatla, who's the Executive Vice President for Core AI. Before I start I just want to talk about a bit of interactions. How do we interact? How do we interact with the customers, with partners, with employees? At Core AI, we believe if you were to imagine business as a series of interactions, and the idea is to drive maximum interactions automatically. We have a company founded in Florida in year 2014. Over the last couple of years, we have acquired 100 plus customers across the globe. The top 4 banks use our product. The top 3 healthcare pharmaceutical companies use our platform. We also learned through our customers that their customers, 70 million of our customers use. And guess what that is? 70 million people on the globe is 1% of the population. And we are proud about it, that so many people have started to use our product. Through our interactions with our customers and several other partners, we have learned that 500,000 virtual assistants are built, doing 1 billion plus transactions almost across the globe, or using different channels. Automation is the core when you interact digitally. The best case we have seen that some of our customers have achieved 80% of automation. And again, it depends on the case to case. In some, yeah, that's good. I think we can see it now, aren't we?
Hi, on my screen, you can see the Smart Assist console. And here on the top, we have activity for the current day, similarly historic activity, and the configuration. The configuration is for automation as well as the contact center agents. We're going to focus on the configuration for automation today. Let's begin with the use cases. Now, the use cases could be questions and answers, or it could also be conversations. Conversations can be supported in different experiences. I'll show you. Here you can add new use cases, or let's take a look at an existing one. Over here we have one for close account. When I click through here, so for any given use case, we are able to either set up automation for something like balances and payments. You can actually definitely do it through the underlying platform capabilities. For a use case like close account, you want to get the user to speak with an agent, so we can hand off to an agent. In some scenarios, for example, transactions, if somebody's looking for transactions or ATM locations, it's probably better to deflect the phone call to digital through SMS or on mobile app, yeah? So these are the experiences for call, of incoming phone call. Similarly, for chat, we can either support a deliver automation, or you can hand off the conversation to a human agent as well. So here you can see for a certain use case, you are able to define the different use experiences for your users. Let me close out of here. On the top, you have use cases and then these other settings, but let me take you into connectivity settings down here. Here is the connection for incoming phone calls. We can issue a phone number with Smart Assist. I can actually go and change the one I have here. Let me close this, or you could transfer the call from your IVR into Smart Assist to deliver automation. So through a SIP refer, you can send the call in here, and then without making any changes into your technology stack. Let me close out of here. That's for the incoming phone call connectivity. Similarly, for outgoing setup, we can actually dial out a phone number. We can also click through here and see the SIP refer back into your telephony. So we can send the phone call back into the telephony. And when we do that, we'll pass the relevant context information. So it's a warm handoff to the agents, and the agents sort of know what the user activity has been so far. I'll close out of here. We can also hand off the call to the agents within Smart Assist as well. That was the voice agent. Similarly, further down, we have the chat agent setup. We can hand off the user's request to chat, in digital interactions. We can hand off to any third-party chat platform. We can also hand off to Smart Assist itself. And here are some other products that we are pre-integrated with. When I click through on any of these, all you do is provide in the right set of parameters, and you will be connected without writing code. So that's incoming setup, outgoing setup. For incoming setup, if I take you through advanced settings and show you the voice preferences, here you can see you can select any speech recognition components that you want to use, or you could also use the select a voice preference. These are the different third-party pre-integrated products that we have. In this case, we have Google Speech selected, and Google Speech offers these different voice options. India, British, and US voice, for example.
To know more about Core.ai products, or if you have any questions for our speakers, please meet them at the networking area. And now we have a presentation by our goal partners for this event, Sathi.ai. Your presenter for this session is Mr. Vishwanath, who is the co-founder of Sathi.ai. Vishwanath, sir, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Abdul. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Let me share my screen, and then we can begin. Sorry for this. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about the voice AI conundrum of contact centers. Why? Because a lot of voice AI companies have started coming of age, and they have started disrupting the contact center market. And that is why a lot of contact centers have now started to take voice AI seriously, and they are now exploring voice AI solutions. And that is where they are stuck in a conundrum where they want to, at one time they want to build, other time they want to find a partner to get that thing done. I think I'm going to just deep dive a little bit into it. So the major points that I'm talking about will be the problem, what is actually happening, and what is the contact centers doing right now, why voice AI is important, and why people should focus on individual strength, and what is the moment of truth. And then I talked about the ecosystem that can be built with a sustainable coexistence.
The session is created by our silver partner AI Roodles. AI Rooter provides language and voice AI solutions for the call centers in financial, e-commerces, travel, transportation, healthcare, and other industries. Our leading technology in speech recognition and language understanding enables them to effectively optimize calling procedures with minimal integration, overhead, and much more lower cost. Gentlemen, stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Hi, good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. I think it's an interesting panel. I've been having some discussions backstage with the panel, and I think you're going to find this a very, very interesting topic. It's certainly one that's been talked about very much in the last couple of years across the globe. And everybody has their own views.
AI of Everrise. So at Everrise, we provide a collection of customer product and digital experience solutions to various industry verticals like healthcare, technology, media, travel, and many other industry verticals. So I've been in the BPO industry for the last 20 years, handling IT through the evolution of this digital era. So would be interested in, I think, looking at how I think things evolve, over the next few years in terms of, how AI chatbots and RP are going to deliver, improved customer experience, and particularly, the area around hyper personalization.
Thank you. Anybody else have any viewpoint on that? James.
Sure. So, just like any other business, it comes down to the business case and doing the ROI modeling. You're not going to put a voice bot into a company that's only getting 200 calls a day, because it's just going to simply cost more to stand up the system than it is to pay agents to take those calls. But there's that, that sweet spot, that line where things start to make sense for you. And then it's also a matter of how much are you going to try to bite off of that opportunity pie. Because there's going to be diminishing returns for all of the sort of long tail use cases that you want to try to handle. But there's tools and ways to scale on those types of things as well. But yeah, from my perspective, that's basically what it comes down to.
And now we have the presentation by Mr. Jeffrey Wang, Director of South Pacific Region, iFlyTech. The presentation is called AI Empowering Call Centers. The stage is over to you, Mr. Jeffrey. Thank you.
Yeah, I can start, right? Okay. Thank you. Yep, I'm Jeffrey from iFlyTech, who takes care of Southeast Asia market. And, iFlyTech is actually an AI company. We listed in Shenzhen stock market since 2008, and our market capital is around $20 billion US. So we're doing AI, and we're actually a leading AI company in Asia Pacific. So today, we're going to introduce you what iFlyTech did, and one of our very important product is iFlyTech Open Platform, and how this open platform can empowering call center. Yeah. So our PASIS, or core technology, is OCR, computer vision, and speech recognition and speech interaction, both on Chinese Mandarin and English and other languages. And at present, more than 3.1 billion terminal devices, including hardware, apps, and other sea thermal products worldwide are using AI technologies provided by us. In last year, and we have the open platform. We have officially set a Singapore branch, and until now, after about 1 year, we have gathered around 80 developers in Southeast region. But in China, the figure is very big. We have around 2 million developers around our open platform. So we put all the, currently we have around 300 of AI capabilities on this platform for developers to use and also for enterprises to use. So the three major the AI capabilities we listed in Singapore branch is that first is intelligent speech. We have ASR, and we divided to short form ASR, like the robot can interact with you, and also the real time ASR, like the transcription, and online TTS. We have avatar, and we have a lot of products I will show later. And for the middle part is natural language processing, and we have pronouncing assessments. For this, we have successfully service in Singapore government to evaluate the students to learn Chinese, because we're the standard of to evaluate the Chinese Mandarin pronunciation. And we're the only service provider to Chinese Ministry of Education. And we also have machine translation solution. For this, we have a lot of hardware or translator, the handheld translator, which can help people to communicate face by face. You press a button and then you speak your language, and then can translate to another language automatically. And OCR, we have handwritten character and printed character. The recognized accuracy is very high. And we also have customized AI solution with one-to-one technical support. It means like in Singapore, some of the projects we on-premise deployed our service to client side, and then we offer our technical support. And I will illustrate some application that we invented by ourselves. First is the AI anchor. We called AI avatar. This is our AI avatar. We recorded one of our colleague. She is very beautiful, and we can make she to speak any kind of language. And also we combined the lip sync technology and also the motion driving technology. And except the real people, we also can do the 3D cartoon image. I'll play a video for this.
大家好，我是科大讯飞 AI 虚拟主播小晴，我可以实现多种语言的实时播报。Now I will broadcast for you in English. Сейчас транслируем на русском. 今から日本語での報道を始めます。 현재는 한국어로 보도하겠습니다. Not no diffuser of Jose. 祝大家身体健康，工作顺利。
So for this product, we'd like to cooperate with the Southeast language provider to combine with our AI avatar technology, and we can offer to clients together. For example, we can offer to media, newspaper, and television a lot of application scenario. And for smart customer service, we have the open platform is not only to provide the APIs, but also we like a integrator to bond in our ecosystem partners, like Audio Codes is one of our partners, and they offer actually a bridge to the traditional telephone station to the AI world. And we offer the APIs. So we too combines, and we can offer a total solution to banks, telcos about the automatically call center. So with their solution, the customers just need maybe 1 day's configuration. Then they can achieve from the traditional telephone line, and also and also from web, from the web, from the chatbot of the web, and can bridge onto our APIs, and then we can achieve a automatically chatbots. Yes. This is a map to show how it works. Like the voice AI, our provider, they integrated the major stream of the PBX, like Avaya, like Huawei, a lot of major stream PBX. So you don't need to worry about the integration. And for APAC side, we offer obviously our AI capabilities like TDS, like ASR, but we're short at the Southeast Asia languages, but we're quite strong at English, Korean, Japanese, and Mandarin and Cantonese. And we do have a lot of projects in China. Actually, in China, we cover around 70% of the market, including all major banks, telcos, and also the insurance companies. And now in China, you don't need to press any key when you call a customer service, or the call center can outbound a call automatically, especially in the COVID-19 period. Our system helping government to do the telephone screening to people to ask them whether do they have some ailk, or to ask their body conditions. From this, save a lot of labor and work for government. And for the COVID-19 solution, we also export to South Korea. They launched last year, which helped the government to do the screening a lot. But besides of the smart call center, and we also use AI to develop a lot of applications. Like in China, we have virtual assistants. It's like Siri, but in China, we cooperate with China Mobile to invented a virtual assistant called Migu. So the people can use cell phone to talk to the robots. And we also has covered some hardware suppliers to apply it in many application, like many application scenario, like Meituan, the biggest takeaway app, like Uber Eats. It's one of the biggest in China. So we cover with them with a headset of the drivers. So the drivers, when they driving on the road, it's very dangerous to pick up the phone. But with the headsets, the drivers can talk to the headset, like, pick up order and talk to clients, and doing a lot of instructions by this. And with transportation, we also invented a lot of products, like, we have embedded solution in car to interact with the car. And also we have some consumer hardware to integrate it with some resources and voice technology for consumer to use. For live broadcast, we cover with a lot of major gaming companies for them to translate. Like the gamers, they need to communicate with the worldwide players. So we have the real-time translation APIs for them to communicate. Yeah, like this. And also we have the NLP in the games. You can talk to the IPs in the game. For the e-commerce, and we also have a solution for AI marketing. So this page shows TTS and NLP. But what I want to say is that our AI marketing solution actually covers the major e-commerce, like Taobao, like Alibaba, like Jingdong. And, we use the big data, and we can target to the precise consumers, and we can let some big brands to target the consumers. Like Coca-Cola, we help them to do the AI marketing solution and help a lot of brands to increase their sales by targeting the precise consumers. Or our global sites. You can see there. We are actually eager to find some partners to be a system integrators or just the ecological partners. There are several ways to cooperate. Every year we have a biggest event called AI developing competition. So in China, there are around 3,000 teams to attend these competitions. And this year we're launching the game in overseas. We want some startups or people or entrepreneurs to submit some BP business plan with embedded with our APIs, so we can evaluate whether they're qualified or not, and then we can evaluate the winners, and we have a lot of prize. And after the prize, our investment team will follow up to see if the project is qualified to invest or not. Like me, I invested 3 projects in New Zealand from year 2017 to 2020. We have invested 3 projects. So both of the projects, they have ecology of our company, whether either we can bring their technology to China market to increase some sales, or they can bring our technologies to overseas to go into their pipeline.
Thank you so much. I'm very, very happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting us. I was just saying to everyone that I wish I could have flown to Indonesia to do this, or flown to Singapore, but also very comfortable to do it from my home office here in Beijing, so that's fine too. So let's jump right in. We've already done the introduction, so let's jump into the topic. The pandemic has certainly accelerated a lot of technology adoption across the world, but especially in Asia. I don't think that any sector could have been more impacted than the healthcare sector. To move on to the next topic, if that's okay with everyone, how voice can be used for better diagnoses. We've definitely already discussed some points that are very relevant to this, but in general, I'd love to hear, especially from people that are working in the healthcare industry. Why don't we go with Hans? Can you tell me a little bit more about your experience having voice and how it might help lead to better or more efficient diagnoses?
So we have the data that we try to pilot project in some doctors, in some clinics, that with the help of the voice technology, so the patient to doctor's experience is more improving.
Discussion named VoiceTech in Education, Opportunities and Solutions so far. This session will be moderated by Ms. Melissa Maria, Principal at Global Indian International School, Smart Campus, Singapore. Your panelists for this session would be Captain Dr. Dinisha Bhardwaj Singh, Principal at Global Indian International School, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. A special guest for this event would be Mr. Pritesh Chatani, co-founder and CEO at Evoco Education and Learning. Ms. Melissa, Captain Dr. Dinisha, and Mr. Pritesh, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. Good morning and welcome to the VoiceTech Summit. After an interesting day 1, we have the first panel discussion for day 2 entitled VoiceTech in Education, Opportunities and Solutions so far. As rightly said by Arul Malavia, a digital media enthusiast and entrepreneur, that last year, mid-March, our countries were forced into lockdown to stop the spread of the deadly virus. Suddenly, students all over the world were locked at home and started online school, classes or homeschooling.